Here at Photo JoJo, we're going to do the green thing and upcycle those into some really cool frames to put all your holiday photos in. So I know it sounds hokey, but trust me, with a little care and craft, these look really, really great. So let's go. So let's gather up the materials to make these recycled cardboard frames. First off, we're going to need some tape. The tape is so we can make sure that everything stays in place once we get it laid out. It's a good thing it's sticky because otherwise things might just disappear. We're also going to need string to keep things on the wall. This is perfect. This will just be there to hang things once they're all put together. Next, we're going to need some pictures to size our frames to. These will do nicely. We're going to take these and lay them out on the cardboard so we can get the right sized openings. Then we're going to need paper to cover up some of the rougher edges and just kind of decorate these frames. This is quite nice and it'll do just the trick. We also need the cardboard box. We'll tear this apart to make some interesting frame shapes, but to do that we're going to need, to get rid of it, we're going to need an X-Acto knife and a pen. Phew. The X-Acto knife is really, really sharp, so be careful. Don't be a hero. Cut twice if you have to, rather than cutting your own thumb. And the pen we'll use to mark out the shapes. And that's basically it to make this. So now that we have all of our materials gathered for this frame, we can get started. First, you're going to want to tear the box apart. So there we go. Get a flat surface and just cut it apart. Here's a couple shapes we drew out earlier with a Sharpie. You can measure the opening you want and draw it on, and then cut it out. Once you have it cut out, you can decorate it with some fancy paper, leftover scraps from Hanukkah or Christmas, who knows. So then you're going to want to glue this in place. Make sure you have a glue that'll really stick. So you just cover the surface. And don't put too much because it'll bubble and warp. And press it on. Nice and tight, making sure it's really stuck down. Carefully using your X-Acto, you're going to want to cut out the opening. If you want to get really fancy, you can cut out diagonally and fold it over so you wrap the inside too. Just tape those down. Or glue it down, whichever. So now that that's all set, we're going to tape our photograph inside to match the frame. So it doesn't wiggle around once it's on the wall. So there we go. Here are a couple we made earlier with a little ribbon and some other papers. Just have fun with the shapes. And then once it's all done, you can tape on some string to the back for hanging it on the wall. And you can even make a chain of it. Have a series of fun pictures. See, what did I tell you? Not too hokey after all. And they look really, really snazzy. There's a great way to recycle all of that cardboard and wrapping paper. You can give them away as gifts to your friends, or just keep your friends close to you in your apartment at all times.